Mapping out our trip?
We're going into the rainforest.
Not alone, you're not?
No, not alone. I hired a guide.
Good, then we'll have a chaperone.
Paulina.
I'm going with you.
You will not survive in that terrain.
Why not? I am just as tough as you are.
I'm going to the campsite where my father died. It's a dangerous place. You could die there, too.
Nothing you say is going to scare me off. I am going with you. End of discussion.
All right, fine. I don't want to argue with you about it, all right? You just better be prepared for hell on earth.
Well, there's no one I can think of who I'd rather go to hell with. That's a joke. Hello, could we have a smile? Thank you.
Well, today is the Feast of Inez. Now, I can't figure out if she was the patron saint of wayward women or waylaid plans, but either way, these people know how to have a good time.
Get lost, Jake.
Like the meringue game with Cha-Cha.
Why don't you go back to Bay City and leave us alone?
No can do, Pumpkin. If you guys have plans running off together, you can forget about it because I'm going to be sticking to you like chili powder.
You know, if Paulina were here, that wouldn't have happened. We'd still have that interview. She made backup tapes.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm really glad that we lost it, because if that thing had aired, if you had aired, my interview with my sister Lorna would never speak to me again. My mother would be driven to drink, and my whole family would turn to toast.
Well,
Matt.
KBAY and all our jobs will turn to toast if we don't think of an idea for today's show, and a ratings grabber, too.
Well, is
The
it
doyen of KBAY has returned.
And as usual, your timing is perfect.
Well, I got your frantic message, Matthew. What in the world is wrong?
While you're on your little vacation, KBAY has been going down the drain, but not to worry. You are the stopper.
Drowning your sorrows, old boy. Oh, I forgot. You abstain from the fruit of the vine, don't you? I bet you could use a good stiff drink about now. The rumors are rampant. Can be a bit of a scandal for the senator, huh? I mean, the tabloids haven't had such fun since Diana left Charles.
Your gloating is a little premature, Carl. Grant and Vicky are still legally husband and wife.
Do you really think that Grant can persuade her to stay in that hapless sham of a marriage? What, the way you did with Justine? Ryan will not repeat my mistakes. No, he'll fight for the woman. And in that process, he'll settle a very old score.
No matter what happens, Ryan will never accept you as his father, Carl. And your scheme to look respectable, or whatever it is you're up to with Rachel Cory, it's bound to backfire.
Welcome home, Nat. Good to see you.
You know, I knew when push came to shove that you'd side with Bramble. This time you pushed too far.
Son, please.
I'm not your son. Stop pretending to be my dad.
What are you still doing here?
I need to speak to you.
I told Bridget I didn't want to talk to you. Bridget!
You know she's not here. You're still my wife. You need to hear me out.
Well, you're wasting your time. There's nothing left to talk about.
I need you, Victoria, and you still need me.
No, all I need from you is a divorce.
Strung up by his earlobes.
Carl swears that he did not send the flowers.
Right. And who would send such a creepy card, unsigned, with a chess piece on the front? Who? Bobby Fischer? Very funny.
I happen to believe Carl. Besides, he says that he is sending flowers to somebody else these days.
Who?
He did not confide in me. Now, can we drop it?
You know, as Frankie Frame would say, I don't have a good feeling about
The only
this.
reason I told you this in the first place was because Jenna told me that you don't want your daughters to protect you anymore.
Which means that I reserve the right to worry about you.
Do you suppose that we could talk about something else?
Do we have a choice
Yes,
about that?
we do. Do you remember the interview from hell that I told you that I taped for Jenna's show?
Yes, I do. She said it was very compelling.
Of course she would. She enjoys watching people spew their guts.
Oh, God. Have the two of you had a falling out over this now?
No. Actually, she was the one who was on my side. It was Matt who wouldn't budge because I signed that stupid release form.
You could call Kevin.
Felicia.
Well, he's a lawyer. He probably would know what to do.
And it's completely irrelevant because I happen to have a guardian angel who destroyed the only tape of the show.
You're kidding? kidding. No.
Don't play dumb, Felicia. Come on, I know. You couldn't stand the fact that another notorious tape was getting in between your two daughters, so you decided to lend a helping hand.
Me.
You know your way around KBAY. What I can't figure out, though, is if you did it yourself or did you get one of your old cronies to, like,
Lorna,
fling you a
I
favor?
swear to you, I don't know anything about this. Why are you so paranoid, anyway, about showing yourself in front of a camera? I think you're a very interesting, very compelling young woman. And if I was doing my show, I just might interview you.
But I bet you wouldn't trick me into exposing my entrails.
Oh, come on. You have a beautiful soul. You do. Why are you so afraid to show it?
If I paid you a lot of money, would you stop saying stuff like that?
All right, let's just forget the masses. Do you know that you cannot be open with one person? Not one, not even your mother or your boyfriend. Kevin has to...
I'm done.
You know whose fault this is, Lorna? This is Carl's fault. You know why? Because he exploited you as a young woman. Now, wait a minute.
Can you and Kevin please get off the Carl kick, okay? He's not my boogeyman. I'm not afraid of him anymore.
You're not at all unsettled about who's sending you these
Maybe
flowers?
I have a secret admirer, okay? The one who sent me the flowers could be the one who destroyed that tape.
Where are you going?
To KBAY, because whomever did this good deed, they're the one who deserves flowers.
Lorna. Lorna. Lorna.
Well, our rival affiliates have been pouring big bucks into programming, and our ratings have been going down.
Well, what about jam session? Jenna's still a major draw, isn't she?
Well, that's about all we've got right
That's
now.
the problem, Donna. We don't have a show for today.
Well, why not, for heaven's sake?
Well, we had an interview with Lorna.
Lorna Devon?
Yes.
I'd rather watch my nail polish
Oh,
dry.
it was good. It was powerful, emotional stuff.
Really? This I have to see.
Well, you won't be able to because it got erased somehow.
What? How?
Well, never mind. The important thing is that we have to do a live show today.
Oh, and you need a brilliant idea.
Right.
Well, aren't you lucky that I'm here?
Exactly what I was thinking, actually.
All right, now, how about going on location with the homeless woman, the one who lives across the street in the park?
Can't do it. We were just at the homeless shelter 2 weeks ago.
Well, then give it a twist. Take her to a department store for a facial.
Donna, won't work.
Oh, of course it will, darling. They do miracles with collagen these days. You know, well, we'll get her a new outfit. Oh, it'll be like Eliza Doolittle.
You don't see anything wrong with that, do you?
No. Why?
Never mind. The important thing is we need something current, something newsworthy.
Newsworthy. What about Tipper Gore? She lost all that weight. It was amazing.
Actually, I had another guest in mind. You.
Me?
Yeah. Don't you think you're newsworthy?
Well, normally I am, you know. The fall season, the charity events. But, darling, you know, I've been so out of touch in Switzerland.
Exactly. That's it.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
Listen, have you seen the papers? Vicky and Grant are big news, and you were there.
Are you out of your mind? I will not betray my daughter on national television. I'd sooner die.
Look, I won't make excuses for what I've done, but you need to know the reasons.
No, I know the reason. You just couldn't face telling me you shot me, so you lied. And then you were really on a roll, so you locked me in my room. You blocked my phone calls. You drugged me. You turned my mother against me.
I'm ashamed of what I did. I was afraid of losing you. I went too far, but only when my marriage was threatened.
You were the one who threatened it, Grant.
No, that's where you're wrong. In Canada, when you were lying in that bed and I was afraid you were dying, Ryan swore to me that he would take you away from me. I made up my mind then and there I couldn't let that happen.
Grant,
that's how much you mean to me. I can't live without you.
If anyone's to blame about this, it's me, all right? I never should have married you. I shouldn't have forced you to be in a loveless relationship.
I did love you, and you did love me, and we'd love each other if Ryan weren't in the picture. I could kill him for what he's done to us!
Wild goose chase to Washington.
I don't know what you mean.
That's a bunch of bull, and you know it. Now, you were on a fishing expedition for Grant when you decided to just drop in at headquarters, and you're not concerned about me.
Yes,
You're only worried about protecting Grant.
Will you
Now, I want you to look
explain?
me in the eye and tell me that you didn't know where Grant was hiding Vicky.
Ryan, please try to understand how difficult it was for me. When Grant first called, I warned him not to make me choose between the two of you.
Well, that's exactly what you did.
I wasn't trying to hurt you, Ryan. Vicky needed time to heal, and Grant's political career was at stake.
You know, when the chips are down, I always know where you stand. You stand with Grant.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. Grant's the only one with any real Harrison blood, and that makes all the difference.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, why side with the illegitimate son? That's certainly not going to get you a dinner invitation when Grant's sitting in the White House.
I know you don't believe this, Ryan. But I love you every bit as much as I love Grant.
You're right. I don't believe you. And just for the record, I love Vicky. She and Stephen are the only family that I need.